Heidi ho. What's up? Hey, Annie. Annie, first one in the house. So, how do I sound? Do I sound okay? I'm trying not to talk loud. What's up, Debbie? Debbie, you weren't a member? Debbie's slacking. Hey, Yarn, where you at? I decided to go earlier just for you, Yarn. Now, a lot of people were telling me, like, can you go earlier? Like, you're going on too late. So I'm like, okay, if I can, I'll try to get on early. So here we are, and nobody's here. I know we just started, but I just I had to get this over. I couldn't wait till tonight to do this live. I was listening to it and I was losing my fucking mind. But I'll wait for more people to get here. And the dog's driving me nuts. So hang on while I let her out. Come on. Come on. Hang on, guys. All right. Hey, Lindsay. What's up, Allie B? So I hope everyone had a good day. I actually made my refrigerator look like a TikTok video. I had this overwhelming I was watching a TikTok video about refrigerators. I was like, "Oh my god, I want mine to look like that." So I went and bought some organized stuff and now my refrigerator looks like a TikTok video. And I'm very proud of it. Now I got to do the pantry next. I think I might do it tonight. I have to go buy more storage things though. Hey, Blonde Gypsy, long time no see. See, some of you late, early people, at least I'm seeing you now. So I forgot what I was gonna say. Um, I don't remember. Debbie, how you feeling, by the way? Are you feeling better? My fridge is like that. My cabinet, nothing stays in the cardboard package. Yeah, I'm telling you. I'll show you. Hold on. My new fridge. I call it my TikTok fridge. And the reason why there's stuff in the drawer because I broke some of the what do you call it? I broke some of the side bins, so we have nowhere to put them. But there's my TikTok fridge. Nice and organized. I love it. Dayton's gonna come home and be like, "Holy shit, what happened?" But I have a feeling we're not gonna know where anything is. So, but I like broke open everything. I'm like, all right, let's do this. So now I'm gonna do my pantry next. And by the way, if you want to organize, the Walmart has this stuff called the rainbow package or something, and it's like 10 Tupperware things, and most of them are big. It's not like these others where you buy them small, and they're only like $5. And I think like 4 of them will do my entire pantry. So I'll have my entire pantry organized for like $20. Can't beat that. So, all right. Let's get into this. So let me just start by saying I was redoing my fridge and I needed something to listen to. Well, you can always find Queen Bee on. So I was like, all right, let me listen. And I turned it on at the point that I'm going to start playing it today. It gets intense. I just bit my lip. It gets intense towards the end. But if you support this, you're an asshole. And I don't mean if you support quote unquote Queen Bee, people could support whoever they want. But you guys will understand what I'm talking about once I play it. It's mind-blowing. How anybody supports this, I have no idea. It's embarrassing as a creator that a fellow creator acts like this and does this. It's embarrassing. I really have embarrassment for anyone that supports it, and I mean that. Alright, let me shut down Discord. Alright. Starts from right around here. Actually, you know what? I'm kind of afraid to play it. But she plays everybody, so fuck it.
My opinion, it's been fucked with or it's fake.
Alright, just to give you a little background, a little context. She's talking about Nick Barris was, I guess, went on Justin's or something, but Nick Barris was talking about the Sebastian Rogers case and how, things don't mean anything.
Have there been more searches? Some people said, well, they were going to wait for the change of seasons and go out here. I know that there have been private.
Oh, is she Lindsay? All right, hold on. Let me do this. All right, hold on. Oh. Bear with me. I have an idea. Isn't it funny though? She's on a striking spree when all she does is play other people. How is that even possible? Uh, hang on. Do, 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 do. Bear with me. There it is. All right.
a person that looked like Sebastian in Salt Lake City. I think it was probably a few weeks ago that I was someplace, I'm trying to remember where it was, and I saw someone that resembled him. And I just walked right up and stared at him. All right. I mean, I didn't just, that might be him. I'm going to call it in. If I see someone that looks like Sebastian, I'm going up and checking. I've seen enough photos that I can tell up close if it's him or not. And I went up there. He may have thought I was a little weird. What are you looking at? But I went up there to look at him and just kind of glance. And I realized, no, that's not him. But I checked it out. Almost all of these photos, a lot of people say, well, I thought I saw someone, or there was a report in Seattle or the airport in Salt Lake City and whatever. They do their best to track those down. There have been some photos from around the region here during the past year that showed someone that looked like him. They vetted that out and found out it was not him.
Yeah, so you could tell Justin and Tony were not fucking happy with Nick Barris coming out and saying that. Let's just humor them for a second, say it is a criminal investigation. How does that automatically equate to any of the parents being guilty? It doesn't. Well, true. I mean, even if they say it's a criminal investigation, it doesn't mean the parents are,
Okay, one, she's high as a kite, which is comical. She's slurring her words. But I played this beginning because you have to hear the girl that's on panel.
being the ones that are.
Well, and this is around the same time that Tony inserts his garbage about, hey, gang, this isn't coming from Sumner County, blah, blah, blah. Nick's lying.
Notice silence. Total silence when the other girl speaks. Hey, Bedwolf.
That chat, all right, here we go.
So it remains just a confounding mystery. I'm trying to think where else to go with all of this. It's just heartbreaking to me. I try to think of other cases. Summer Wells, of course, comes to mind. That's the tragic case out of East Tennessee. And that little girl has never been found. A lot of people thought maybe her parents were involved, but law enforcement never found a link to that. And she remains missing. She was, I think, only 5 years old. Another one, Joe Clyde Daniels. He disappeared. And again, after the fact, his father, under questioning, confessed to killing the boy. And there was a trial, and he was convicted, and he's serving life in prison. But had the father never confessed, had he not broken, that case would never likely be solved because Joe Clyde's remains still have never been found. People disappear. We can go back years. Janet March, remember that case from the 90s? Her husband, Perry March, is serving life in prison for killing her. It took a while to get him, but her body has never been found. So a lot of people who say, well, law enforcement's not doing a good job, they're not doing enough. I mean, there is a lot of pressure on them.
It's not his opinion privately either, in my opinion.
Finding this when they do everything, sometimes things are like this. The Holly Bobo case. Holly Bobo disappeared for a long time. They had these suspects. Law enforcement looked everywhere. And finally, it was several years later that her remains were found by a ginseng hunter in the woods. That's what it took. They had searched every place.
And that is so true. Just like with, what's that? Caleb Harris, his body, he was found in that drain thing.
Yeah, on that. What was her name?
She does not have a fucking clue what she's talking about. I swear to you, she doesn't. She's clueless.
Name's Susan. She was found in that.
Susan
that
Smith,
the one that was just recently found. Her husband, I think, was arrested. She was found in that. Was it like a big sewage thing on the property that had been there for years? well, it was like a truck, but it had one of those big like water containers on the back of it.
Uh,
Susan,
Okay, now what I want you guys focusing on is the girl that's up there with her. It's very interesting. Just focus on the other person and how she's talking to herself.
dang it, I'll think of it. Keep going till I think of it. D Warner. That's D Warner. That's who I'm thinking of. D Warner.
oh, okay, yeah.
And I am, when you see the screen up there, I'm not pausing it. This is totally silence.
As best they could.
And then
So
see.
these types of things happen where they can't find anything. The one thing that gets me here is that there's just no sign. It's as though he vanished into thin air. The dogs were out there. People are going to ask, were dogs used? Yes, dogs were used very early on. Drones were used early on. They've checked the ponds. They've checked caves. They've gone a large distance around the area. You would have thought, a scent, it would have continued. But Ken Widener said a lot of people early on thought, well, the dogs hit on a scent and it died and ended in a pond, which, by the way, they searched. He goes, that really wasn't true. We didn't know about that. What other evidence was there? There was some evidence that I had from early on. I got it about the same time law enforcement did, you may recall, of what appeared to be some lights outside the family home in the middle of that night. So it looked like lights moving, but you really couldn't make anything out. I had the story. It's out there. Many of you have probably seen it. Not long after I ran that story, law enforcement eventually had it too and analyzed it and then came back and said, there's nothing of evidentiary value in that video. To this day, I still don't know or have a good explanation for what those lights were. They're telling me, unless something new develops right now, they don't think that has anything to do with why Sebastian disappeared. I still have my questions about it, but I take them at their word. Last week, a video surfaced by a private investigator, a couple of local media outlets, I think, ran with it. I don't know if they ran with it. Law enforcement. Law enforcement said they had that video since 72 hours after the boy disappeared. They had already vetted it. The district attorney told me straight up, Nick, there's nothing to this. It is of no evidentiary value. It is not a big break in the case like someone reported. Yeah, and even if it was something significant that they thought, you can't make anything out from that video. You're not making out a face. You can't tell who it is. So there's been,
which is that video that was just put out, the one with the blob like that just goes running by or whatever, which I can understand why it has no evidentiary value. You can't see shit. I mean, you know what I'm saying? It's you can't see anything at all. I don't know.
been some videos out there that haven't guided us anywhere. That's the other thing. This neighborhood.
You mean your video?
Lights.
Your video?
Not too many cameras captured anything. So the circumstances to this day, my heart goes out to the families, the mother, stepfather, biological father, all care deeply about this boy along with everyone else. And we so much want it solved. But here's the sad fact. The longer a child is missing, the less likely that child is found. Law enforcement right now, a year later, say, we cannot tell you whether or not Sebastian is alive or dead. It's heartbreaking. But where is he? Was he abducted? Was this child slavery or something like that? Why would they target a 15-year-old with autism? So many things just don't really add up. So every time I think I'm on a theory that might make sense, I think it through and say, no, that's not that. And I just am at a loss. And
I also want to stress something that I will discuss later on. Having autism doesn't mean that you are disabled in the sense like you don't know right from wrong. It does not, you're not some disease that somebody shouldn't touch you. These people, all of them, they talk like autism makes you weird. Or, I mean, when I say weird, I don't mean like socially awkward weird. I mean, they make it out like you have the plague. There's somebody, just the sheer ignorance of all of these people are crazy to me. Like, stop talking about autism like these kids are stupid. I babysit for a kid with autism, an 8-year-old who is like the absolute cutest kid in the whole wide world. And he's, more autistic than, let's say, Phoenix is, but the kid's extremely intelligent. And it aggravates me when I hear these just pure ignorance, like, oh my God, he had autism. It doesn't mean he was stupid. Doesn't mean he was an asshole. Doesn't mean that he wasn't smart, and even if he had a learning disability with school, most autistic people, children or adults, are extremely intelligent. So they may not be book smart, but like life wise, they're extremely intelligent and they pick up things pretty quickly. So it aggravates me that all these people talk about it like they have some kind of fucking measles or the plague or something. Right? Joy, it's horrible. Hey, Verika.
I can tell you there are
Hey,
certain
can you
things
pause
about this
it?
case that law enforcement feels they cannot
Yep.
talk about publicly still, and they're not going to discuss some of the.
So he has said a couple of times right there that that lights video that the Sumner County Sheriff Eric Craddock has said that video has no evidentiary value. So you people out here saying he was placed into a car at 3:17 in the morning. There was flashlights coming from his house at 3:17 in the morning. That's all a lie. They're telling you
Now, the next couple of things she's going to say, I completely agree with her. I was like, I don't know who this woman is, but go you. But on the flip side, these people don't realize they are doing the exact same thing as the people they're talking about. Queen Bee goes live for 4 or 5 hours during the day and then another 3 4 hours at night talking about the same case, the same things. So everybody thinks that they're not the problem. They're all the fucking problem.
right here. None of that video had any evidentiary value. So stop trying to make it like Chris and Katie carried him out the backyard and placed him into this unknown car and that car has not been identified. Every car in that neighborhood that night has been accounted for.
Wouldn't it be nice to go on someone's panel and just completely talk to yourself? Listen to this.
He's telling you right here that has nothing to do with the case.
Right.
Dude,
They still don't seem to understand it.
Queen Bee doesn't care what you have to say, lady.
That's what is irritating. That's the most irritating part about it all. Here we go.
In order for somebody to care what you have to say, they actually have to listen.
Theories that they can't prove. They have theories. Trust me to find evidence matching the theories. And that's the frustrating thing. I'm not saying, I mean, this is on this grim milestone doing to try to comment the tricer, but it's not much more than I did 8 months ago or when I did an update 6 months ago. There's just, and it's not that they aren't working it, it's an active case. And so that's what I have for you.
StreamYard is acting up like it's like keeps pausing on me and stuff. Like, you know what I mean? It's like cutting
Yeah,
on me real bad. So hold on, let's pop this up real quick and pop out.
Yeah, I mean, and I get what Nick's saying there too, that, everybody's saying, well, Ellie needs to come out and, say something, do this, do that. I mean, they really don't. Like, they have made statements that this circus that's been created on YouTube is nothing more than that. They don't have anything else. I mean, they don't have any new information to update on. And they shouldn't have to come out and update because there's a circus going on YouTube of people running with misinformation. Like, they don't have to tell us anything.
Wouldn't you love to go on someone's panel and talk to yourself? But Verika, Queen Bee is no
I
better.
mean, and like Nick
She's no
said
different.
last night numerous times, if you want to believe it's a criminal investigation, believe it's a criminal investigation. It doesn't change anything because to them, they've said it's not a criminal investigation.
Does she think that Queen
But
Bee
I
is
mean, it doesn't even
listening?
matter what Ellie comes out and says. I mean, like Nick's come out and said that lights video has no evidentiary value. I mean, look how they're running with that. So, I mean, all that they're going to do is say, they're lying. They're lying. They don't know how to investigate. I mean, you tell them something that they want to hear and they turn it into something else. Well, then they didn't lumina the house. Then they didn't do this.
Still talking to herself.
All right, I'm back here. Hopefully this will be a little better. Seems to be working better.
Yeah, I can hear you better.
Even are you, StreamYard? You've changed. You've changed since you since you went up in your fucking stupid ass prices have went up. You've changed. You've gotten worse and worse.
Okay,
I
Betty.
don't know. We hear the other girl perfectly fine.
All right, let's see.
You just have to actually pay attention, Queen Bee. If I went on
Did you hear
someone's
who
panel,
Betty's calling out but not calling out?
now she's got to bring up Betty because she's got to connect with her somehow. Hey, Sherry.
I guess she might have been messing with
No, I
Dookie.
couldn't unmute fast enough. Who?
Oh, Chris McDonough now.
Well, yeah, I haven't seen. They tried to name him, and I was like, I haven't seen him say a fucking word.
Well, yeah, now she's saying that, you know,
Do I keep hitting mute? All right. In between her incoherent speaking, you can see that they're talking about Betty. This plays a part in a little while.
she's kind of lost respect for him. He needs to grow some balls and, have a backbone and blah, 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 because I guess because he didn't come out and cover the case like they wanted him to and, get the whole cold case foundation in. That's why they wanted Seth cleared. And it's like, gosh. I mean, like, these people are not happy with anybody.
For the record, Chris McDonough is a piece of shit. He's a waste of life. And Betty's probably on the right track saying that he's an asshole. So if this girl obviously doesn't know the history of Chris McDouchebag or what he's done, so maybe she should do some research before she backs Betty for it. But let's listen to Queen Bee's response. Silence.
That was today.
Yeah, it was like right at the end of her live today when she was, saying he needs to, grow some balls, needs to grow bigger balls. And I mean, just, I was like, oh my
Oh,
God.
Jesus.
Like now she's going to have the whole green team, because that's Josh's buddy right there. Like,
Silence.
it's like, woman, you can't get along with anybody, no matter what you do, what case you go into. Like everybody else has mental issues, according to her. Like, So bizarre.
And I agree with her. But again, she's talking to herself. And again, if the screen is up, I'm not muting it. I'm not stopping it. This is how long she's not listening
And how
to
many
her
people have
guest.
guessed? She hasn't been in town 24 hours, and people are already trying to get her ticketed and, all this stuff. She's always a victim.
Lady, she doesn't give a fuck what you have to say. Why don't you get it? She's not listening to you. She doesn't care.
Oh, yeah. But I mean, this morning was hilarious. I can't
The
believe
dog
Queen Bee
whined
didn't
so
show.
fucking much. It was ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, why did you even take her on your fucking road trip when you know she obviously doesn't like fucking car rides? Why would you do that?
Well, and then she was like,
Notice she acknowledged nothing of what this woman just said. And the woman wasn't wrong. She acknowledged nothing. She was not listening. She didn't care. She doesn't give a fuck what this chick has to say, even though she's right and makes perfect sense. Queen Bee doesn't give two fucks, but it gets a lot worse.
have a doggy car seat for Delilah, you haters. And it's like, bitch, you knocked your whole camera off on your live, driving down the road, picking her up out of her seat to put her in your seat. Like, what? No, she didn't show any proof of that. Are you kidding? She never does. But she's always stalked and harassed, because people really give two shits about her that much. Like, no. We just like making fun of her when she does stupid stuff. And this is one of them.
Silence.
No. I don't see anybody calling because there's a dog in the car either. Like, and if you are calling because of that, stop it.
Oh, I agree, Brittany.
Like, that's not
I
cool.
did,
Don't do
Marie.
it.
Thousands of people have no problem with this. Make it make sense.
Small
Subs'
children.
lives matter. Without subs, creators are nothing.
Yeah, she got to use
So there's
everything
a
for an
post
excuse,
somebody had sent. Hold on. So there's a post that somebody sent. It says if Bear is claimed criminal in March, why in April was he explaining how it have to become how and what they would need for it to become criminal? So before we turn the Betster on, I'm gonna pull this up because it goes with what we're talking about already right now. So give me one sec.
Again, acknowledge nothing that this woman said. Oh, I agree, Brittany. Silence. Like, how is this woman have such little self-respect for herself that she has no problem that this creator is not even paying attention to anything she's saying? And all of this
Oh, I have no
silence.
idea if the dog puked in the car or not.
Because if QB doesn't have a full panel, she doesn't know what to do because she's not even paying attention.
Oh, yeah, Kodo. That's what I said. That's what she does every time she travels. She's got to be a victim. Look at me. I'm a victim. All these people do is stalk and harass me. Buddy, nobody cares about you to stalk and harass you. Shut up.
Yeah, they read the chat. But I mean, honestly, the woman made some good points, and I agree with pretty much everything she said so far,
Well, I
except
think the
Betty
other
stuff.
day she said that the dog had Taco Bell meat or
Hey,
something.
East Coast.
So yeah, I mean Taco Bell chocolate.
Now
I mean,
why? I'm over here just talking shit. Now why? Why would she fucking give the dog that?
I don't know.
Knowing damn well was gonna get the shits from that.
She thought it was funny. She cracked up.
That she paid attention to.
Oh my god.
She called it
You don't
Taco
need to
Bell
be
unknown
in.
meat or something.
Of all the good points that this woman made, the only thing that she talks about is Betty giving her dog fucking Taco Bell. And who cares? How does that affect your life at all? More
Some people
silence.
just do not need to be pet parents. That's it. That's all. All right, now
But smoking pot around your kid, that's a good, I mean, around your dog, that's a good
this
thing,
is his
right?
post. A question I am continually asked, Nick, what would it take for Sebastian Rogers' case to become criminal? Fair question. Since searchers have found no sign of the teen, many are left to wonder, did someone do something to him? Did they take him from the area? I can tell you no one close to the boy has been cleared by authorities, and the focus remains on the possibility of foul play. Everything is a possibility at this point. I mean, I think that's fair to
No,
say for
really?
everybody, right? I gotta grab a soda here. I think that's fair to say, right?
Yeah.
Because that takes brain surgery. You have to be a brain surgeon to know why this isn't a criminal case. I don't even follow the fucking case, and I knew it wasn't criminal.
Yeah, this was after everybody saying that Nick said in March that it was a criminal investigation. I think the date on this one's April something.
This was after, I believe. This is, let's see, if Bears, okay, he claimed, hold on. If he allegedly, because they said he said it was criminal in March, right?
Yes.
Nick Barris never said it
Um,
was a criminal investigation, and neither did the
what
police.
I say, morgue makeup. Justin said March 4th, 2024, he said it was a criminal investigation. He said it across Brittany's screen last night when we were watching, remember?
Yep.
And so, too funny. So why would he say in March, why would he say this in April if, it was already said in March that it was criminal? Because he never said in March that it was criminal. Just like he didn't say in April that it was criminal when this was wrote. So why would he write this in April, a month after, then if he allegedly said a month prior to this that it was criminal, why would he write this up?
Well, this part here doesn't fit their narrative, so they don't want this post talked about, just the one in March.
This is the one after March. This is the one in April. March was the video.
Yeah, I know. But I'm saying it doesn't fit their narrative.
Uh-huh. Well, yeah, so it's not going to be talked about.
Exactly.
Hold on, who we got?
What the fuck are they talking about? What do you mean it's not talked about? I don't even follow the case, and I knew it was a criminal investigation. It is talked about. You just have to watch the right people.
Got up here. What's up, Tracy?
Hello.
Now, this is where it starts to get good. Tracy, anytime you want to come over here, Tracy, be my guest. I would never treat you the way you're about to get treated.
Oh, Queen.
How are you, love?
I'm good. Thanks for having me up.
Absolutely.
I
How
don't
are
know
you?
who, I'm not familiar with who's on your panel with you.
Oh, it's okay. She's a small town girl.
Okay. I just haven't heard her before. But I like watching your channel, but it's very depressing. Why do you guys always have to pick on what Betty does? Who in the fuck cares what Betty does?
And
Who cares?
We're not even talking about Betty right now,
I know, but she was
and we
talking
haven't
about
talked
taking
about
her
her yet.
dog in her car. Who fucking cares? I take my dog in my car all the time.
so Queen Bee doesn't remember speaking about Betty. Remember, I told you guys, remember this? She doesn't remember speaking about Betty 5 minutes ago. They had a whole conversation about Betty, but Queen Bee doesn't remember.
But does your dog whine and screech the entire time?
Yeah, my dog's a Chihuahua.
Why would you do that to your dog?
Straight. Because my dog likes to go with me.
If your dog screams and cries the entire time and don't like to go with you,
It does. It sits on my lap. And
so hold on, it sits on your lap and it whines and screams the entire time. I don't believe that.
Well,
I believe it's happy as hell on your lap. I believe it sits on your lap happy as fuck as a lark, and it doesn't fucking whine or cry like that.
Yeah, but I mean, I do it in town. Betty's driving a long way, and
Right,
I would have.
See what I'm saying? Why the fuck would she take a dog fucking 13 hours away when she could have just took her to her mom?
Why do you fucking care where Betty takes her goddamn fucking dog? This shit is wild to me. Why do you give a fuck where she takes her dog? It's her dog.
Moms like she normally does.
I don't
torture
know.
the fuck out of the dog.
Maybe
You know what I mean? Like,
One, can I add, like,
this ain't got common sense.
we talk about Betty sometimes and a lot of times on here too because of the shit that she's caused all of these cases, because of the shit that she's caused Queen for the past almost 2 years now. Like, it's a complete shit show.
Well, I can tell it's a shit show because I watch all the channels. They all are a shit show.
Right.
Every single one of them. I just don't understand why. Just let some things go. Let's focus on the facts. Let's do some more research.
We have been. That's what we've been going over this entire time.
I know. I've been listening.
It is the fact that Betty gave her dog taco meat. She said it.
Okay, so I give my dog Taco Bell too. They're Chihuahuas. They love Taco Bell.
Well, I've never given my Chihuahua Taco Bell.
It's not gonna kill the dog, okay? If she wants to feed
what the hell? When did she give it Taco fuck?
Okay. So dogs are supposed to be like in a seatbelt or in a car. I think it's actually a carrier. I know for Sage's dog, they have this contraption thing. I don't know. It's weird. But they have like this contraption thing that the dog can't move out of the back seat. But like when I have to take Winston to the vet, he is all over me. Like Karma sits right in her seat, right next to me. Good to go. Buka lays in the back seat, no problem. Winston doesn't like a car and she loves me. She wants to be with me, but she hates being in a car. So she sits on my lap. She, tries to look out the window. That maybe it's just a small dog thing. I don't know. Hang on. But yeah, she rides on my lap all the time. That's why she doesn't go long places.
Fucking Bell, I thought she gave it chocolate. I didn't hear nothing about it Taco Bell.
Yeah,
I don't know.
she gave it both.
But like, really, are you gonna let that bother you?
I'm
Just let
fucking
it go.
cracking up right now because I mean, no, I've been talking about Nick Barris this entire time. I'm
Well,
making a
maybe
point
Nick
about a
Barris
criminal
likes Taco
investigation
Bell
because
meat too.
they've said, they've been talking about a criminal investigation for fucking months now, and it's not, never was, never has been.
And I'm totally sick. I'm totally sick about this. I'm totally
Again, she's denying that they ever spoke about Betty. She's like, I don't know what you're talking about. I've been talking about Nick Barris. We didn't talk about Betty. Clueless. Absolutely fucking clueless.
sick about how Sumner County has ran their investigation.
Yeah, I'm not. I think they should have came out and said something by now. I think that. But then again, on the flip side, do they really owe us that? I mean, do they?
No, they
Or
don't.
people on
No,
YouTube, or
I
people
don't
on the
think they
internet?
owe us. I mean, it's a common courtesy. I mean, they know how many people out here are looking or trying to find evidence for them. So,
Right, but they
maybe
didn't ask for that. They didn't ask for any of us to help them, or you know what I mean. They actually said to the opposite. Stay out of the investigation. Don't.
Now, also pay attention to the fact that she's actually interacting with this person. They're getting along. Queen Bee has no problem with her giving her opinion. Remember this, because this plays a part in about 5 minutes and it's ugly. But I'm listening and I'm like, wow, she's interacting with her way more than she did the other lady. And she's laughing and having a good time with Tracy. Just wait.
Don't involve yourselves. We don't need your help. We don't want your help right now. We don't.
So what I'm thinking is, I wonder if law enforcement had gone to Jen Coffendoffer, whatever her name is, and Nick Barris, and say, you guys need to maybe shut down the social media stuff. And I know they're going to let it
Well, neither
go
one of them
cold.
can, because I mean, Jen Coffendoffer, she was FBI with agricultural. She never worked with missing children. She never worked the missing children unit. Nothing. She never nothing like that. The crimes unit, none of that. She worked the animals and plants, farm. You know what I mean? Land, stuff like that.
But why are they both talking about how social media is?
I have no idea. I don't think Jen Coffendoffer, in my opinion, should be talking about a missing child case in the first place, or pretending like she has any knowledge in that kind of field.
I don't even
Not
know
her
how
field.
she got introduced to it. My
I
fucking
mean, it's
name's
probably
up
something
here.
just.
So Jennifer Coffendoffer shouldn't be covering cases, but someone with no education, no law enforcement training, stoned out of their fucking mind, they should be talking about cases. But Jennifer Coffendoffer, doesn't matter what part, she still went through the police academy, she still went through the FBI academy, she still went through the training. She's got and I don't like the girl, but she's got a little more fucking clout than these morons. Just saying.
Interest her. It did interest all of us, but I don't think she should sit here and pretend like that's something she's done her entire life for her career when it's not.
And in my opinion, I think she was brought in by Tony because I believe she talked a little about the Caleb Harris case. And I think Tony had, contacts with her back from that. And so he's used those contacts during this case being Seth's spokesperson.
I didn't even know that. Yeah, I didn't know that.
I just try to listen to every channel and take away a little bit from every channel because everybody's going to have a different opinion. They're going to read different facts. I mean, the whole thing is fucked up, really, if you want to be honest.
Oh, you mean Tracy, you're an adult. You are just an adult who has the freedom to listen to all different creators and enjoy different creators without feeling like you have to stick with one. Amazing. That is called adulthood. And being an adult, you have a right to do that. I mean, right? Again, subs lives matter.
Yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
and what's even
What's your
more
theory? What do you think happened? If you watch them all as a genuine, I mean, and I want a genuine answer. Like, I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, you watch Betty, Dolly, me, nonsense, Granny. You know what I mean? But Brittany, I'm sure you probably watch all of us. So, all in all, like mob crew and stuff. What's your theory? What's your opinion? What do you think happened?
I think they handed him off to somebody else.
So
That
you
kid
think
didn't.
Chris and Katie handed him off to someone else? In your opinion?
I don't know if it was Chris or Katie. I can't say that. That kid
But
did
you
not
think it
walk
was one
out
of
that
them?
door. There's cameras all over. They would have seen him walk in. I know it's nighttime, but some of those nighttime cameras, he was not caught on camera anywhere. No vehicles. I mean, maybe that one or two vehicle. I don't know, but how can he just vanish? He didn't go. He didn't walk away.
Well, I mean, we don't know. We don't know. That's the thing. We can't say what he didn't do. I'm just saying, you know, like, what's your theory and what you think happened?
Yeah, my theory is that I think that okay, this is exactly what I think happened.
Now, why? Hold on, I got a question. Why do you think that he can't? Why do you think he wouldn't walk away?
Because I don't think that he has that level of intelligence to know what to do living on his own or what.
Are you fucking kidding me? Remember I said the autism thing? How do you know his level of intelligence? This is when I turned on Tracy, but I come back. So then I started to think maybe she just doesn't understand autism like most people. And maybe she does. And then I started thinking about my own kid. And maybe, just maybe, what she was trying to say is that they do need a home base. Like, I think the reason why Phoenix thrives so much in New York is because he knows he has a home base. He knows that he has a home. Would he run away? Highly doubt it. So I'm giving her the benefit of the doubt that maybe that's how she was thinking, because not likely an autistic kid to run away. I don't know. But I was like, wow, what a fucked up statement. And nobody on panel corrected it because they're all ignorant. All of them know nothing.
Walk away. I don't think that would even cross his mind. I mean, I know
Wow,
he's
really?
intelligent and he's high functioning, but still somebody with autism, I just don't think would up and run away.
But do you also realize that he was just diagnosed with autism within the
Yes.
past couple months before he disappeared?
Yep, I'm aware of that.
Yeah,
Okay.
you know, there's people that have autism that work really high functioning jobs and things like that.
I was getting so fucking mad at this stupidity. Why couldn't someone with autism have a good job? It's not a fucking disease. Depending on the level of autism, it sounds like Sebastian was similar to maybe this kid I babysit for, but I'm just listening to this. Like, I I just can't. These people are so fucking stupid. Like, of course they can have good jobs. Many people with Asperger's, which is technically autism, are among some of the most intelligent people in the world. So just listening to them is like, oh my God, shut the fuck up. You guys know nothing about autism. And nobody up there has a clue. And they just keep fucking sounding like the ignorant stone morons that they are. But just wait. All because Tracy has a different opinion than Queen Bee.
and such.
Yeah, but was Sebastian one of them? I know he was intelligent.
In my opinion, he could have been one of them. Yeah. From
He
my
was.
I mean,
understanding, he had really good grades and he was very high functioning. You seen him walk out of the restaurant. He sat there and ate, and then walked right out like he was a 16-year-old boy.
Yeah.
when he was left alone at his dad's a lot while Seth worked.
14 hours a
I
day.
mean,
You know,
Well,
when
he
he
took
his
care.
dad worked.
that's
So
that's
Yeah,
true.
he
That's
took care of
true.
himself, and Seth even said that he's made him coffee, like he had coffee waiting for him in the morning when he came in, and he would buy Sebastian foods that he liked to make, and
so he
things
could cook
like
his own
that.
meals.
Yeah, while he was gone. So like I
He would
really,
go
I mean, in my
outside and talk
opinion,
to the neighbors with coffee and wait for his dad.
yeah.
So if he did walk away, you guys, where is that? Where is he on any cameras?
I don't, honestly, I don't know that he, in my opinion, I don't think that he did just walk away. And that's not my theory of what happened.
What do you see, Captain Queen?
I think I've said from day one, I think he was lured out. And when I say lured out, I believe he was a gamer. He played games. He enjoyed playing games, video games and such, Roblox and things like that. Um, I believe that he wanted friends. He yearned for friends and friendship. And I believe that I have children.
And that's a good point, black-haired chick. You're right. It we forget about the chromosome deletion. I don't speak about it because I don't know anything about it. I don't know anyone that has it. I don't know the symptoms. That's what I'm saying. I would sound ignorant if I even tried to talk about it. Kind of like these people sound so fucking ignorant talking about autism like he had some kind of disease.
My children play these games. I wasn't aware that they had those chat rooms. Okay, so one night I was sitting here
Oh, Brittany, you're about to see what happens. It's coming up.
and my child was talking to somebody on that fucking game. There's
That's
chat rooms on those games, and
that's scary.
Predator's fucking paradise. It's a PDF files paradise. You know what I'm saying? They're young kids. They're learning to use electronics. Normally, most kids you see are on electronics because their parents are busy. They give their kids the electronics to sit and watch or sit and play games or whatever. Why they
Another idiotic fucking statement. No, most parents don't give their kids electronics because they have nothing else to do or because they want them out of their face. My kids learned on their iPads, literally learned. We played games. Sat there and played with them. Phoenix started his social interaction online, on games, Roblox to be exact. When you have a good parent, the parent, like, all right, I'll give you an example. Sage wanted Facebook to speak to her dad and, years ago. So I said, if anybody friend request you, let me know. She did. Phoenix did. Dayton did. Any single time somebody wanted information or wanted to know something, they're like, Mom, they told me immediately. That's called parenting. Exactly, Zoots. Poor parenting is what Queen Bee is talking about. No, most parents don't think like that. Most parents, if you're going to give your kids an iPad or a phone or something, they're going to work it with them and they're going to find games to work with them. And they're going to find things you know, that will keep them occupied. And they're also going to, work with them. So for her to say that, oh, no, that's just your circle of people because most parents I know give their kids an iPad or something to teach them. So they work together. The kid that I babysit for, he likes being on his iPad. You know what? We play games. Showed him new games and we do learning things. That's what you do. Fucking ignorant 100%.
They work or why they do this or why they do that, or you know what I'm saying? A lot of kids, a lot of parents use electronics as babysitters. I mean, I hate to say that, but that's true.
I had girls, so I don't know what the
I mean, I do too,
gamers
but
are like.
mine like iPads and their MacBook, Chromebooks, MacBooks, whatever, computer books, whatever those. You know what I mean? Like they have
Yeah.
their game systems and whatever. They would play those games on their phones and shit. They had the oh, what the hell, that Barbie gosh dang game on Roblox.
Oh yeah. hmm Yeah, I don't know. I just wanted to come in because sometimes I wasn't familiar with your guest, and sometimes it just gets old when I just keep hearing people like picking on a certain user. I mean, I don't know. I like you all.
Okay, now get ready. If you have earphones in, you might want to take them out or lower them. But then again, you're listening to me, so I doubt you have earphones in. But yeah, you guys heard the conversation. They got along. The woman just has a different opinion than Queen Bee's normal ass kissing people. But at least Queen Bee was interacting with this woman, unlike the other girl on panel. So just watch.
And I wouldn't talk that poorly about any of you, but everybody has their opinions and their beliefs and values, and I haven't followed this for a very long time. I've only been on here for about 7 months. But
Oh, okay.
so I don't
Oh
know
shit.
any
Okay.
prior history to any of you guys, really.
So
So
yeah, you're missing out on a lot of history here.
yeah, so I don't know, but I just
Well, let me just tell you this. Betty filed a frivolous lawsuit against me almost a year. Well, June will be 2 years ago. So I've been dealing with this dumb bitch for almost 2 years. She filed a frivolous lawsuit against me. The judge dismissed it. The very fucking same week, she went back and filed another frivolous lawsuit against me. The judge dismissed eight, eight, um, eight of her things with prejudice, so she can't refile again. She tried to file a third amendment complaint. They kicked it back. So I mean, this bitch has been trying to ruin my fucking life for the last 2 years.
why all the
It cost me money.
lawsuits? Because you're pissed off at somebody? Get over it. Why
Yeah,
why are
well,
we
because her
wasting
fucking feelings got hurt on the internet. That's it. That's
that's
all.
the only time people sue is when they get their hurt feelings hurt. And
Exactly. So I'm a single parent of three fucking girls, and I help my brother with his two sons. So yeah, I mean, I'm really fucking upset. And not only that, I've had to come out of pocket thousands of dollars. My subscribers have helped me.
Queen Bee, you haven't paid thousands of dollars out of your own pocket, you fucking liar. You haven't paid jack shit out of your own fucking pocket. And it's more than thousands that your subs gave you. It's more like 100,000. So how dare you sit there and lie and be like, "Oh yeah, I had to spend thousands of dollars. I'm a single mom." You're not a single mom. Oh, since when do you help your brother and his kids? You haven't paid a fucking dime. Not a dime. I know now it's 5 dependent children. Fucking liar.
With thousands of dollars in fucking lawyer bills just
Yeah, and
because she
Betty.
had her fucking feelings hurt.
Yeah, and Betty
Not only that,
accuses.
she's going pro se so she can just fuck right off and keep fucking dicking around and dicking around and dicking around.
Yeah, and Betty has accused Queen of misusing that lawyer money. She has wished Queen get cancer. Um, and another reason why Betty's talked about it in the Sebastian Rogers case is because she has 4 ROs against her by Sebastian's family and was told by the judge to her face that she's not even supposed, this family no longer exists to her. And she continues every single day. So that's why Betty is also talked about.
yeah, I don't
Matter of
know if
fact,
that
she's
can
out on
really
a
hold
twenty
up.
thousand dollar fucking bond. If she wouldn't have got bonded out, her ass would be sitting in fucking jail right now. Which, in my opinion, is what she should have done. What they should have done, anyways. She's lucky as fuck she got a bail bondsman to even fuck with her because she's from out of state.
So you
What
think
do you mean that you don't think that that's going to hold up? You don't think Betty did anything wrong?
I don't know. What did she do to harass? I mean, I don't know. I truly don't know
Oh
if she
Lord.
called them or emailed them or showed up at their house, or I don't know any of
Oh,
that.
here, I
But
got you. I got you.
Yeah, and I'm sorry that you've missed out on so much, but like coming up and accusing me of talking about Betty all the time, like there's reasons why people do and that I do.
just
And
leave her dog and little butt hurt shit
we were
gone. Talk
talking
about
about a
the big
post that
stuff.
The woman came up there just to be an adult. She's asking just to be an adult. She is a subscriber. Subscribers tell me stuff all the time. Some things I listen, some things I don't. But they can still tell me. Grandma Rose, she's always yelling at me, do a case, do a case, do a case. I don't want to hear the drama. I'm not going to cater my life around her, but I understand where she's coming from. It's the exact same thing. Respect your subscribers. They don't have to be right. They don't have to dictate you, but at least fucking respect them. And because again, without subscribers, we're nothing. We don't have anything without our subs. Have a little more fucking respect for them. But it's about to go down.
she made today.
It's just
Like,
it's
did you not see that post? We were talking about that. Like, you must have came in the middle.
I must have came in the middle. And you guys can see all my name, so you all know who I am now. And I don't care because I mean, like, I'm just here to listen. I'm just here. My heart is sick for this little boy, not little, this young man.
Yeah, all of ours is.
And then when Nick Barris comes out, and it's just like, let's just fucking throw the towel in. Then that's what they want, so they can end up closing the case, and then nobody's going to be charged with anything.
Well, they shouldn't be saying that today's Sebastian's 1 year. He's been gone 365 days today. Today's a year ago. A year ago today, Katie woke up and her son was fucking gone.
So they put the last day they seen the patient.
So today's her interview day, and of course, Nick Barris came out because there's people such as, you know,
Well, the
creators
last
on
day
this,
he
on
was
this
seen is
platform
on February
accusing her
25th.
of, they're accusing Katie of murdering her child.
Did she?
Nobody knows.
I have no
He hasn't
idea.
been found.
I think her and Chris got in a fight, and I think Sebastian stepped in, and something accidentally happened.
Get
That's
out
my
of here. Get
thought.
out of
That's
here.
my thought. I know.
Well, I mean, I'm just saying, how would that be? How, I mean, okay, so then they go into TBI and take polygraph tests, and they both pass with flying colors. I mean, boom, you think they outsmarted those tests and they just passed those and then just
And Chris wasn't there.
That's what he says.
right.
You
And
don't think that the
they
police
both passed
know
the
that?
polygraph.
Okay. Now they're just having a normal conversation. She's not agreeing. And Queen Bee's pointing out why she thinks that, there's no possible way they're guilty. This is totally fine. Totally fine, panel. Totally fine going back and forth until now. Now, mind you, Tracy stated, and I didn't even notice it. Tracy stated her real name is up there. Keep that in mind when you see what goes down.
They
Have
wouldn't.
you
The
lost your
only
fucking
thing.
mind, woman?
The only thing is
You're
that
coming to this channel to moan at fucking Queen about Betty, who's been dragging her through court for 2 fucking years, and now you're saying that Chris was there.
Oh, girl, I wasn't talking to you, and you don't need to come
Oh,
on here
honey,
and
I'm
be
talking to you.
disrespectful. Don't
I
be
am fucking
disrespectful.
talking to you.
I
You
don't
have
have to
been
listen.
disrespectful since you've got on this fucking panel. You are stupid. You are fucking blinded by.
Queen Bee, why are you fucking laughing? Unless they kiss your fucking ass, you don't care about your subscribers? You are fucking gross. This is the shit I'm talking about. Like, if you support this, you're the problem. Nobody else is the problem. You are the fucking problem if you support this. And Queen Bee's sitting there laughing. Like, this person means nothing. This person is a subscriber. She said she supported you. And this is how you fucking treat her. Fucking disgusting.
Betty, if you don't think that driving down a road with a dog on your fucking lap is dangerous, you're fucking tapped.
Where
Now,
do
you
you
want to
live
say
at?
anybody's killed Sebastian?
Do
Go
you live
over
in
to
the
Betty's channel and say it.
Do you
Because
live in the
we like
United
facts
States?
over here.
Do you live
I don't
in
give
the
a.
Do
Say
you
that again.
live in the United States of America?
Does it matter if I live on fucking Mars? I've still
Then
got
shut your
morals.
fucking mouth. I wasn't talking to you, bitch.
Sweetheart.
Shut the fuck up.
No, I won't shut the fuck up. You decide to come on this panel
Go
and
back to
become
your own
queen and
country and
Betty.
get on your own country's lost kid site and go over there.
So you're just like Betty as well. You don't like foreigners. Well, let this foreigner tell you to fuck right off.
You
Because
fuck
I
right
swear
off.
to God, I have
You
never
don't-
met someone so fucking ignorant as you
You're
in my life.
ignorant. Why would
Holy
you come up here
smokes.
and attack me?
Sorry,
I
Queen.
was not talking to you, and I
Yeah.
think I was being very respectful. So fuck all the
You
way
have not
off.
been respectful at all. Not
How
once
do
have
you
you been
know?
respectful on this panel.
How do you know I was not being
Because I've just been sat listening to you.
Well,
I wasn't being disrespectful. She asked me for my opinion and I gave it.
You were being disrespectful.
I was not being disrespectful. That's your opinion.
Exactly. My
Well, you did
opinion.
come in wanting to know why we talk about Betty and why I was talking about Betty and saying that I have you didn't recognize Queen's guest. I've been on Queen's panel many, many, many times, which to me meant that you don't watch Queen that often. And then to say leave her dog out of it, like you obviously did not know what we were talking about. And so you did kind of come in a little disrespectful. I mean, I don't care. Like I just kind of blew it off. But then to sit here and say that, Chris and Katie got into a fight and I said Chris wasn't there and you said that I didn't know. You don't think that the police have vetted every single thing that they have said and where they said that they were within 24 to 48 hours of Sebastian being missing?
And that's
The thing
exactly
is,
what I was going
creators
to
have
say.
went to
is-
Chris's job and confirmed it themselves.
And that's exactly what I was going to say. They tracked Chris's GPS in his truck, GPS in his phone. They know where he was. Why do you think that he's not?
but how do we know that, you guys? They're not going to come out and just tell us. We're hearing this. This is all hearsay it's not from law enforcement.
But do
Law
you know how an
enforcement have confirmed
investigation
it.
works?
Why do you think law enforcement has said there's no foul play suspected? And we
Nick
don't-
Barris came out yesterday after he spoke with the DA and said it's not a criminal investigation at this point. There's no foul play at this point.
And he's
And that
also
might
stated
change. That might change. I mean, it very
and
well
not
might.
only that,
But
sorry,
at this
Queen.
point, there's no foul play. There's no criminal investigation at this point in time.
and he's also said that all parents have cooperated in the investigation. So therefore, if Chris was trying to hide where he was, do you think that he would be cooperating with law enforcement?
I think they all are liars. How about that?
Well, okay,
Okay.
and then you're calling his coworkers liars too, because they said he was on the job site 3.5 hours away to start work at 5 a.m.
And how do
And
we
he was
know?
there.
This is what I
Well,
ask
like as
myself.
it says here, because it's illegal to lie to the FBI, and he would have been arrested for lying to the FBI about being at work if he wasn't.
Yeah.
Exactly. Like, I'm sorry, Queen, no disrespect to you, your panel, anything like that. She's up here, she's playing games and acting like she's stupid. Go do the research before you hop on a panel and try and claim that someone else is saying something they're not.
I just know law enforcement's not going to come out and release information. So
But
I
they
didn't
would
think
come out and release information if there was information to be released, like a parent isn't cooperating, or they do suspect foul play, or, someone is a suspect in this case. No one has been ruled a suspect. So law
And if the
enforcement would
police are
come out
releasing
and say that.
information, what are you going off of?
Do
like I said,
what?
I watch all kinds of channels, and everybody has a different opinion. I came up here just to say, could we please not bring other creators into it and keep the focus on Sebastian and
Well, that
not
would have been
bash
nice, but that
other?
Ma'am, and
goalpost has
that's
been
where
moved a
your
long
channel
time
comes
ago.
into play. Your
Excuse
channel
me?
comes into play right at that moment.
Well, I enjoy watching you, Queen. I'll keep watching. I just, you have been very respectful to everybody on your panel, and I appreciate that. And everybody is entitled to their opinion. And people don't need to come up here and start attacking a guest on your panel. She did not need to attack me like
She's
that.
got a fucking name, and she attacked you like that because you're going after Queen and saying that Queen.
When the fuck did she go after Queen? I think this woman did an amazing job. And thank you, Bedwolf. I think this woman did a fucking amazing job. She held her cool, she gave her opinion, and they were getting along just fine. There was no issues with her opinions, her talking, nothing until this psycho comes up there screaming her fucking head off for no reason. And now all of a sudden she was attacking Queen Bee. When the fuck was she attacking Queen Bee? And since when can't Queen Bee stick up for herself? She needs all these people sticking up for her. She doesn't know how to stick up for herself. Get the fuck out of here.
You shouldn't be talking about Betty, but it's all right for Betty to drag her through court for 2 years. Are you off your fucking mind?
Oh, you're a fucking
Well,
idiot.
I feel like if you
I am a
watched for
fucking
7
idiot.
months, I mean, I feel like you should have already known that. I mean, we've been dealing with this for way longer than 7 months.
And let me guess, do you watch? So you say you watch a.
You've been dealing with what? You don't have to talk about Sebastian Rogers, Betty, Brittany. You don't have to talk about them. You choose to. So when you say, oh, I've been dealing with this for so long, no, you haven't. You've caused yourself to deal with this for so long. This could have been dropped 2 fucking years ago. But your narcissistic mentality, you had to fight Betty. You didn't have to. You could have just fucking ended it, but you chose not to.
The channels and stuff. Do you watch like Brittany J?
Rarely.
Okay, because I was gonna ask, like, none of those other channels that you watch, like, they don't talk about any other creator, right?
No, I think they all do. And I'll go on all their panels and say, let's keep it don't talk about other creators. That's all
Okay,
I
and
ask.
But
have
let's
you
start
done
with
that yet?
Queen.
Have you done that yet, or did you just start with Queen?
I just started.
Oh, okay, that's what I thought.
Exactly what I thought too. She's just up here to play games, and I'd rather get back to the story and what surrounds what we were talking about today.
Thank God she's gone.
Oh, good. So, okay. Queen, I am so sorry I came in hot. She was irritating the hell out of me from jump one. I apologize. I didn't mean to disrespect you or your panel, but I was having no more of her.
Yeah,
And I'm really sorry as well, Queen.
obviously, if she's been watching for 7 months, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. She seemed like she was trolling, but I don't know.
Word to the wise people. If you go up on Queen Bee's panel like an adult, you're a troll. How was she trolling at all? She didn't show one sign of being a troll. She showed a sign of being a fucking adult. But they don't know anything about that.
She was trolling. I mean, to come up here and first say that she's kind of new to all this, and then to
Well,
come
to
out
come
and
up here
say,
and start in like, don't talk about Betty. Who the fuck? Nobody was talking about Betty. I mean, I wasn't. Was you talking about Betty?
I did like a little bit, like we were talking about like her post.
No, there was no we. You were talking to yourself. But there were a few times Queen Bee popped in. But you were basically talking to yourself. But Queen Bee has no recollection of talking about Betty. She doesn't even. What were you talking about, Betty? Like, are you fucking stupid? This just happened 10 minutes ago. Are you like trying to pull one over on your subs, or are you just that fucking stupid? Get off the drugs.
That she made, and we were talking about. I don't even remember what all we were talking about. Like we were talking
Right.
about
I
Nick
thought
Barris
I'm still
and
going on about Nick Barris and this criminal investigation that's not criminal that they keep saying
yeah.
it's
I
criminal.
mean, we were talking about like multiple things, and then she just pops up and was like, "You're talking about her giving her dog Taco Bell meat. Like I give my dog that. Like what? Bitch, get out of here! Shut up."
Yeah,
I'm really
it's
sorry as well. I was a bit harsh, but I'm gonna bounce down. I'm really sorry, Queen.
Patty, you're okay because I came up the same way, and I'm sorry, Queen. Like I am.
I mean, it's all right. You guys obviously seen her. You guys obviously heard it a little. You know what I mean? You seen what was going on before we really did. So, you know.
Yeah, and I think I think we were reading, like I was reading chat, and we were like talking about conversation. I think you had stepped away, and then you had popped back up.
You know, Bad Wolf, you're right. That's another thing. Stand by your fucking conviction. If you come up there hot, then fucking stand by it. If you come up there like an asshole, stand by it. All this ass kissing is so fucking gross. Like these people have such low opinions of themselves. It's crazy. And she feeds into that. Like she doesn't even care about this subscriber. I know it's only one, but one adds up. And it doesn't matter if it's one subscriber or 100 subscribers. Like, what the fuck? She doesn't care. She doesn't give a fuck about them. Watch how silent she gets again.
Up and was like, "What?" Betty gave her dog Taco Bell meat or something, and then boom, this lady pops up and is like, "I mean, for real, can we not talk about Betty giving her dog Taco Bell meat? I give my dog Taco Bell meat. I let my dog ride with me. Bitch, your dog probably wasn't crying 15 hours. Like, fuck off."
She even said that a dog does cry for 15 hours, but I digress.
What? And if she
Yeah.
doesn't like what we're
All
talking
right.
about, then turn the fucking channel and come back later.
I'm
Yes.
gonna hop back down in the chat, Queen. Again, I'm sorry I came in hot, but she was on my list. I didn't even have a nerve for her to be hitting on. Like,
It's all right. Thank you for coming up, baby. It's all right.
I'll see you
be in
later,
chat.
Queen.
It's all right. You kissed my ass. So it's all good because y'all kissed my ass and y'all bow down to me like I'm some kind of real queen. So it's all good. It doesn't matter if I lose a subscriber because she doesn't kiss my ass. I only like people that kiss my ass. Because again, there's nothing that person said, that Tracy person, there's nothing she said that was wrong. She did not disrespect anybody. She went up there like an adult, and that was it.
Sorry, I'll be in chat too. Bye.
Bye,
Bye,
girls.
Patty.
Holy cannoli.
My goodness.
Yeah, but I do like there at
What
the end.
the
Yes,
heck
I
of a
felt like she was
Wednesday?
seriously trolling.
What the heck? Did you hear me? You didn't even hear
Uh-uh.
me. I said, what a heck of a Wednesday. Something
It's
Wednesday.
Tuesday. I was gonna say, stop it, bitch. Like I'm all like, I'm confused. Now I'm sitting here at my work desk, like, wait
I
a
know
minute,
I was
Wednesday?
it's a
What?
manic Monday.
Don't worry, Queen is so fucking high, she won't remember this in 10 minutes. So don't worry, panel guest. You had no problem getting along with her when she was up there talking different things, and now all of a sudden she's a troll. Show me one thing that makes you think she was a troll. Just one. Because there was nothing that woman said that would make anyone think she was a troll. The only thing that she did was not agree with your cult mentality. And as an adult, she was just saying, hey, can we not talk about other creators if you're hashtagging Sebastian? If we're going to talk about Sebastian, can we not discuss other creators? That's what an open panel is. Again, you don't have to listen to the person or the advice that you're given, but at least acknowledge it. And you don't have to be rude. You don't have to be a fucking asshole. Just, okay, I understand. And that's it. Yeah, the ignorant one, the one in the wrong was that fucking idiot that jumped on panel. The one that was saying how bad she was and how ignorant she. No, bitch, that's you.
Yeah, I felt like she was the troll towards the end. I was like, oh no, like she's saying ridiculous stuff, like brought on, like by the green team, like, well, I think they all lied. How do you know this? I think that they're all guilty. Get out of here. I hit the mute button and was like,
Can someone show me where Chris and Kate? Well, I'm not even going to say Chris. Where Katie is the most obvious suspect of taking him out through the garage? Can someone show me where that's not the most obvious? Because that is the most logical, that Katie took him out through the garage somehow. That's the only logical explanation of what happened to him when she was allegedly looking for him. He was in her car and they came out through the garage. That's the only logical explanation. He wasn't on camera. He was nowhere to be found. The problem is they don't have proof. There's no proof of this. So they can't charge someone without proof and without a body and without a confession. But if you want to use intelligence and got to use Occam's razor, Occam's razor is the simplest answer, is usually the one that's right. So it makes perfect sense if he's not on camera anywhere, there's nowhere to be found. It makes sense that she did something through the garage. When I don't know, that just makes sense to me. That's logical. Is it factual? I don't know. I'm not a cop. I'm not them. I just don't know. But to say that, oh my God, that's not even possible. That's ignorant. That's some dumbass shit if you don't think that's possible, because that's extremely possible. Hey, Grandma Rose, I was talking about you before.
oh, jeez, what a woman. Oh, I bet she does know BHB personally. She sounded like she did. She's probably that criminal BFF of hers, just in my opinion.
So now this woman is BFFs with Betty. And again, Queen Bee doesn't care. She was a subscriber, probably a member. How do more people support? How do so many people support this nonsense? I don't get it. I don't get how anybody can, any grown adult can literally support this. She treats people like shit. She doesn't give a fuck about her subs. That we just saw. And now we go where she has no interest in hearing what this lady has to say.
And then she was like, "Yeah, I did come in late." Okay, well then you don't know whatever. I mean, we haven't just been sitting here talking about her. We talked about Nick Barris. We watched a video with him. We talked about Justin. We talked about Tony.
Like this lady.
Okay, everybody, take a
Maybe
deep
doesn't
breath.
give a fuck what you have to say,
Here we go.
lady. When you gonna realize it? She was more interested in the other lady than she is
And
you.
then she's like, "I just started with Queen. I'll go up on everybody's panel and tell them." I'm like, sure. How convenient you just start with Queen.
All right.
Not a felon, whatever your name is. Do you know how fucking dumb you sound? Queen Bee does not care what you have to say. She is ignoring every single comment that you make, even the good ones. She's ignoring it. Why do you kiss her ass? Why do you think that she's your friend? You're supporting someone who doesn't give a fuck what you have to say. Why? Like, literally, why? You just saw and you contributed to how she treats her panels. Unbelievable.
What?
I done forgot what we were
Good
even talking
Lord.
about. I thought you were going to pull
Good
something. I can't
Lord.
remember. I don't even know what we were doing.
My gosh. Dang, listen, everybody's got attitudes today. Where'd you say Betty was going off? What time? What's her timestamp? She was going.
Oh yeah, that was towards the end of her life. This. Oh my God, are we allowed to talk about Betty?
Yeah, we're gonna go watch it right now.
It was towards the very end, when she was saying, and she never said his name, but
Of
you could
course,
really
she
tell.
always gets a little spurt of fucking hateful energy at the end of her stream.
Oh yeah, it's right at the end. I mean, you can't miss it, but
She gets all pissed off and triggered.
yeah.
Case as opposed to Rogers' case, and I do footage. I meant to look.
Well, it ain't got Crystal Rogers. Why is her picture not up here?
Because it wouldn't bring
Crystal
the views.
Rogers in Kentucky, a grown ass woman, and Sebastian Rogers, Tennessee, 16-year-old kid have a lot in common. No, they don't. You just wanted to add his name into it so you could get the views. Stop it.
And they actually have nothing in common.
But now,
right, that's what I'm saying. So you know what? I think you should definitely be going up on her panel, Tracy. Tracy, who even are you? What's your end goal? See, I was gonna fuck around with her, but I didn't know. I didn't want to be rude. But I was gonna be like, "What's your end goal, Tracy?"
Well, and that's what I said. Like, are we even allowed to talk about Betty? Like, Tracy, please exit Queen's Live. We're talking about Betty, okay?
So I really hope every single sub that supports Queen Bee if you dare have a different opinion, this is you. This is what her panel will do, and her monkeys, her flying monkeys will do to you if you dare disagree with her. And then you'll be a troll. You're no longer a supporter. Unbelievable. Again, I don't know why anybody supports this fucking trash. And not because of her being trash, this simple fact, this is how she treats supporters that don't agree with every move she makes.
Exit. Exit to the left, Sister Bear. All right.
Now we're going to have to kind of do it together. Where would his be? Hold on, guys. Let me. Hold on.
I think it might be a little bit past
You-
this. I think.
I have to come back and do it.
Where is it?
Hold on, because she looks for something in the Crystal Rogers. I think right here is where she's talking about him. Right? I think.
Here.
Yeah, try that.
Love, we're out here trying to figure stuff out. Today is a very important day, and we've already hit on it once. Hey, hindsight, Mama Rissa, it's nice. Our professionals here on these platforms of determination, and you've made it. You have the opportunity to show more backbone and balls than say somebody in a literal channel. My channel's literal. I hope, while it's medium in the grand scheme of YouTube, and I hope it gets bigger. But I can tell you, when we get there and we make it, there's not going to be a whole lot that's going to stop. And one thing I will never do is let my audience dictate to me how I run a case.
Oh man, she's really in a fucking mood today too. What the fuck?
Okay. I don't even watch Betty. Can someone tell me how Betty is in such a mood? I think that she's just saying the same things that we've all said. So Queen Bee can annihilate and allow her panel guests to annihilate a sub for not agreeing with her. But Betty, who says in a very calm tone that I'm not going to let people dictate how I run a case, Queen Bee's all, oh my God. Does she not fucking hear herself, or is she that high and that much on drugs that the drugs don't even allow her to remember 5 seconds ago or her own actions? So she's got to point it at Betty?
Is it a full moon?
And a lot of these people, they don't want the drama. What do they think?
Oh yeah, because I mean you're a fucking drama channel. What you mean, Willis? That come on now. You see the way she said the drama. You love drama, Betty. Stop that. You said you did. You even said you did. You said you love drama. Listen, it brings clicks and views, huh?
And she said
Think
once
true
she becomes
crime
a big
is?
channel.
They think it's cakewalk, pretty. If you can't stand the drama of one case, why are you here? That's my point. So I hope all those large creators that kind of turned their back on this case, I hope bring it back.
Oh, she's talking about Lorelai's deceptive detective, Chris, all them, because they ain't none of them have anything. They ain't got nothing to do with it.
Well, I think it's more, in my opinion, I think it's more about Chris because the whole cold case foundation.
JLR. Yeah, Chris.
Queen Bee, if you weren't so fucking high, maybe you would fill her in on what a piece of shit Chris McDouche is. But I think the drugs have taken over your fucking mind because all of a sudden you're like, yeah, well, I am there. You know what a piece of shit he is. Why don't you tell her? I don't get it. Like, she knows. When we were friends, we covered what a dickhead he was. Why isn't she telling this girl? Why? Because it might stick up for Betty? No, it's just putting it out there to your thousands of subscribers because you have a bigger platform. I'm not talking about amount of subs. I'm talking the amount of people that watch your lives. You're a pretty big creator with an audience. So why don't you use it? Tell everybody what a piece of fucking shit Chris McDouche is for what he did to Michael Crow. Why don't you explain it to your panel member? Oh, that's right. You ignore her. My bad.
The cold case bullshit they want to do. JLR's got a huge channel, you know.
But she only seems to be talking about one person growing balls.
Right.
You show that you have backbone, balls, tenacity, passion for the truth, not the clicks and the views. I don't care how big you are. If you're only here for the clicks and the views, you are not bullhorn Betty material. And I will never ever associate with people that are here for clicks and views as opposed to the truth. But we don't really associate it with a lot of people because there's a lot of people on here that are just plain crackpots, okay? And so, you know, I do have high regard for them. I know that they know who I'm speaking of when I say that, but I'm just being me and being honest. And I hope they hear me in a very loving way say, you need to have bigger backbone and bigger balls.
Oh, Lord.
Right? And I hope they get it back. And I hope they start dribbling this ball again, because we could use their support and we could use their platforms to learn more about Sebastian Rogers' case. And it's a great tool for them to elicit a lot more evidence and information that can be turned over to law enforcement. But they chose to take the bench. And guess what? We see it. We see it. So anyways, guys, you rock it out with your coffee.
Oh, she's triggered today. I want to know who.
How is Betty triggered? I guess you have to be high to think Betty was triggered. I thought Betty was very calm, very rational, and got her point across without yelling, without anything. How the fuck is Betty irrational? Did she not hear what she just went through on her own panel 10 minutes prior? You want to talk about irrational? You want to talk about pissed off? I feel like I really felt like I was in the fucking Twilight Zone.
Who else's channel she's mad about here?
Missing is a freaking idiot.
Look at that fucking face, Jack. Ooh, she bad. She fucking mad.
Told you.
She is fucking mad, Jack. Look at this. Ooh, look at the fucking face. It's bitter, boy.
Well, the very beginning, she starts.
At Night Private Intelligence has come out with a statement here.
Don't nobody give two shits about this. We
Yeah,
care about real shit.
The very beginning, that's when she starts talking about Nick Barris and, you know, everything he had to say last night was a lie and.
Has been searching for his.
After her 45-minute intro.
From these people, and have told you from the very beginning to stay away from these people. These people are no good.
Fuck.
Let's look.
Says the woman who wants
here on the Bullhorn Betty channel.
Says the woman who did her first interview with Seth and said that Katie should be waterboarded. Yeah, Sebastian's mother should be waterboarded. Disgusting ass bitch. You don't have any say so. We do not respect you at all in any way, shape, or form. We do not give two shits what you gotta say. You are a flop at life.
And other people that I associate with, right? So why would they be looking to have me arrested when they've told everybody that my bond was revoked?
No. Don't get it fucked up now. No. We said we thought it was gonna be they were gonna wait. I think they're gonna wait until you have court. The day you go to court, I think they're gonna let you know they revoked it.
Well, and
I
that
didn't
came
say
because
now, and I don't think you're gonna get arrested. Let me just say, I'm gonna make that right clear right.
Well, we know you certainly know a lot about court, Queen Bee. We know you know the system, but why do you care what happens to Betty? You're in a frivolous lawsuit with her. She's made your life hell. Why do you give a fuck what happens to her?
Right now. No, I don't think your bond is revoked yet. I don't think they're gonna arrest you while you're there either. I know you hope to because that's gonna be your fucking money maker, but that's not gonna happen. Not unless you fuck up and do and get another OP violation, which in my opinion you should already have some. But on the contrary, no, I don't think you're gonna be. I don't think your bond's revoked yet. I think they're gonna wait till the day you have court. And I've said that from the beginning.
well, and this all came because someone put up either like a membership or a membership milestone or something that said Betty's bond's not revoked. I called or something. So that's how this all started.
Again, she doesn't care what you got to say, lady. Every time you try to talk, she completely ignores you. When are you going to get it? I'm not even on mute.
Like, yeah,
That's first and foremost, right? So if my bond's revoked, there's no need to have me arrested. As soon as I walk into Tennessee, I should be having
No, that's a lie. As soon as you go to court, I bet they're gonna tell you your shit's revoked.
a warrant out for my arrest. Furthermore, I have
I think that's a whole nother grift right there.
this thing called a bondsman, right?
Queen Bee, you are the last motherfucker to be talking about grifts, okay? Like, for real.
Nice gal. I don't know why they call him a bondsman, but it's a bonds lady, right? And I'm pretty sure that if she got orders for some type of revocation, I'm pretty sure she would be the first to know about it and would be making sure that she calls me so she's not out money for the bond, right? So all these things that these people have been telling you guys has been lies. Let's look at further past. Let's look past Bullhorn Betty. Let's look at the Leilani Simon and Quentin Simon case, right? These are the same people that told you that the mom fell asleep and her child drowned.
Who the fuck? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Hold the fuck on. Who said that? Who in the absolute fuck said that? No,
Betty's
no,
other personality.
no. Sybil, I'm gonna need you to stop. Who even are you, Betty? Your lies have changed. Right. Nobody fucking said that. Who the fuck? She's making the scrunch face. Well, when she lies, she looks to the left and the right. She ain't looked dead at the camera not once. Right. How many receipts for that? Damn, Betty. Damn, old Betster out here telling big old whoppers.
Can someone please tell me when Queen Bee has ever shown a fucking receipt? These people are laughable. They always talk about someone else showing receipts. Your leader over there has never shown a single fucking receipt. So how dare you put that on anyone else? Because Betty has shown receipts. Queen Bee has never shown a receipt, especially for all the thousands that she had to pay out of pocket. Fucking liar. Now, we do know Betty actually did have to pay out of pocket, unlike Queen Bee, who hasn't paid a fucking dollar out of pocket.
We now know because she's now convicted of the crime and went through court
that we all knew she committed. We all knew she had hurt that baby. We all knew that. We also knew you were acting a donkey's ass while they were digging that poor baby out of a landfill. Fucking piece of shit.
Also, if people didn't catch it, she just called Betty baby. So if you think that she's calling you babe when you come up on panel because she's a nice person, I get it. But she just said it to Betty. So it's kind of like her everyday bro is calling you babe. You're not, she doesn't think of you as anything special. It's just like if she said, yo, what's up, bro? So keep that in mind when you think that she just cares so much about you. She just called Betty babe. The same way she does her $1 million supporters.
Eh?
Beat her child, which is what we said. So we have this impeccable.
No. Actually, they couldn't tell his cause of death. And she didn't admit to any of it, and she won't say what she did to him. Nice fucking try. You put those bruises on his face on that picture, and even the fucking babysitter came out and said, no, I made him spaghetti. Those were stains on his face. Those stains that you tried to turn into bruises, Betty, with your altered picture bullshit fucking skills, once again was busted out by the damn babysitter herself. The audacity.
Track record on these cases, including Idaho 4, where everybody was pointing at cases.
Oh, where you named the wrong suspect and as a murderer on your fucking live stream? That one? That case where you spit on somebody? That you talking about that case? Yeah, that case. Okay, yeah. Including Idaho 4, where you named a fucking guy who got arrested as the fucking murderer of 4 college students on a live stream with 12, 13, 1400 people watching.
Now, Amanda, let's also not forget that the frivolous lawsuit really wasn't frivolous. Betty had a good reason to get her to shut the fuck up. She just went about it in a very frivolous way. But the actual lawsuit was pretty good. I mean, she had a basis for it. So I laugh when I hear, oh, she filed a frivolous. Why don't you tell them why she filed it, Queen Bee? She was 100% in the right to file it. She just completely went about it wrong.
Fucking wild. You forget all about this shit though. It's a good thing we all have it screen recorded. Clip channels have it.
Lee Gonzalez and Maddie Mogan and Xana Kernodle and Ethan Chapin's friends. And as soon as we never engaged in that. Why? Because there's no evidence of it. Okay? We weren't in it for clicks and views. We're in it for the truth.
What the fuck? The shit? Oh my god. Yeah, hell yeah, Leo. You remember spitting her fucking we got the girl bye. Girl bye. Betty, who you even lying to? Who even are you? You little liar. Lying over here. You lie like a rug.
We provide the truth on this channel. Do we get it right all the time? Of course not. Who does? I mean, look at Nick Barris. He just had a face plant in a pile of, cow dung last night. And
oh, that's so professional. Listen, but you know what? You're not professional. You are a fucking YouTuber, a criminal fucking YouTuber out on a $20,000 bond.
Why is she calling anybody else a criminal YouTuber? Queen Bee, you have a longer record than Betty does. And I'm not sticking up for Betty here, but You have you've been convicted of more shit than Betty ever has. And you have a longer record. Just saying. And more arrests. And more serious arrests. So I don't think you should be calling anybody else a criminal YouTuber, because that's exactly what you are. Fuck. What's wrong with my mouse? There we go.
That's it. Nick Barris has more credibility in his left fucking pinky finger than you'll ever have. Okay?
Oh wait, let's just listen
And
to her
over the
when she gets big balls here in a minute and says I turned my back on Nick Barris. I wouldn't even give him an interview out my protest.
I'm sure he didn't want one.
But they can talk about Jennifer Coffindoffer. Jennifer Coffindoffer
Why
has
would he
more
want one?
than Nick Barris.
Because she's Bullhorn Betty. Duh.
Yeah, that's right.
She's gonna tell you.
the last day, right? Like he's saying that this is not a criminal investigation. Even law enforcement is screaming that they never said that. Come on, give me.
Where, Betty? Where? Where's law enforcement screaming that at? Because I haven't seen him come out and correct it at all.
In her fake email.
Right. I have not seen the police come out and say, oh no, that's a lie. Nick Barris is a liar. He's lying.
Cut it out. Give me a break. So we have Nick Barris dropping that. We have the unscrupulous PI trying to change the narrative and point to somebody that has nothing to do with this. This is at midnight. Most people, especially young teens, are coming in at midnight. Cut it out. Cut it out with that nonsense. So we have all these narrative-driven actions from, what I see from the news that have.
And I'll say the same thing that I say about Chris McDouchebag. I will never take away his credentials. I will never take away his training, his experience. Hell of a lot more than I ever had. So I'll never take that from him. But that doesn't mean I have to like him. You know what I mean? And that's the difference. They're bashing Betty just because she has an opinion on Nick, but it's perfectly okay for them to have an opinion on Jennifer Coffindoffer, who's got way more credentials than a reporter named Nick Barris. And they don't even get it. I don't see Nick Barris being invited by Court TV. I don't see Nick Barris being invited by different news reporters. I don't see Nick Barris being he's invited on fucking, Justin's channel. But Jennifer Coffindoffer, she's invited all over the place. And again, I don't like her. I think the woman is an idiot, but you can't take away her credentials and then bash Betty for having an opinion. That's just fucked up. That's ignorant.
Catered, so to speak, to the Proudfoots after coming out with the video that kind of hung them. It sounds to me like he was threatened to be sued because a lot of people are talking about the 180 Nick Barris did. He's untrustworthy. And quite frankly, he says he has all these sources in law enforcement. Well, why didn't you have, you say you talked to Brandon Carter. Why didn't you have a copy of the email that he released on the 25th, stating the 25th of January of 2025, not back in March of 2024. This is recent. But again, it shows you that this man he's sitting there telling people he has sources, but how many people is he really talking to? Because if he's really talking to these people, then they have a right hand, left hand issue in this county. And that's a little problematic for me to say the least. Oh, thank you guys. Thank you guys so much, Lady Justice. Thank you for your super sticker. Outer Banks, her Vaughn was called. Yeah, exactly. So all lies, all absolute lies. Why do they need to lie about these things? And so now we have this child behind me that's missing, right? This child behind me that's missing, and they're trying to get me ticketed for my dog. Okay, my beautiful, precious Delilah. They're literally working around the clock. So why would they? If I've got this revocation of bond, why are they even bothered worried about the law?
What? What are you even talking about, word salad? What the fuck's going on over here? I done dozed off listening to your.
If you weren't so fucking high, Queen Bee, she didn't talk in circles. It wasn't word salad. She was pretty straightforward in what she said. Maybe put down the fucking pipe and you'd be able to understand her because it wasn't complicated.
Ass.
My
I pulled a Brittany, a snoozy poon, fucking dazed off over here checking my emails.
dog. Okay, my beautiful, precious Delilah. They're literally working around
The one you're fucking over there feeding chocolate and Taco Bell to.
the clock. So why would they? If I've got this revocation
This.
of bond, why are they even bothered worried about Delilah? As soon as I get there, they can just call 911 and boom, boom, boom. Next thing you know, they don't need to worry about Delilah, right? Because I mean, they told the whole world I have my bond revoked.
Oh, she's really got it all planned
From
out.
their sources. A lot of people have these sources that they keep saying because when us people that really do have sources that feed us information, they think we just pull it out of our butts. They don't realize that they're.
You do. You fucking do. And you know you do. She just be making up fucking stories. Hold on.
This is wild.
Holy fuck, man. What's
Actually, what's really wild is that anybody supports her. That's what's really wild. A fucking drug addict with no education. That's who people support. Thousands. That's scary. Really fucking scary.
what is I'll take mental illness for 200.
Actually legitimate people feeding us information. So they try to pull the same thing. Oh, I've got sources. Okay, well, how's those sources doing? Sounds like your sources are wrong. I'm just saying. Just saying, right? Oh.
I don't know. Just saying those sources. They said the day you had court, so I'm not sure where you're getting all this other crazy ass wild shit.
Well, I feel like this is
talking
kind of
about.
like the day that she did the live while court was going on, saying, I can promise you they will never see this beautiful face inside their courtroom, and I can promise you they will be arrested before me. I feel like it's one
Right.
of those.
Yeah.
What does she like to call it? Word salad or something like that?
Again, ladies, she's not paying attention to you.
Oh my God. Here we go.
Aw, Melanie, thank you so much
Got
as
her a
always. Oh, I
fucking
forgot to finish my
story going on, don't she?
thing here. Okay, well, Outer Banks donated 5 Bullhorn Betty memberships. Thank you. And if you received your 5 Bullhorn Betty memberships or your 1 Bullhorn Betty membership, don't forget to tell Outer Banks thank you and welcome to this crazy crew we call the Coffee Club, i.e. the Insane Asylum. Okay, I think I got it. Outer Banks is probably laughing at me. I almost forgot to give you the whole.
Hold on, wait a minute.
I almost shortchanged you. Okay, I don't have the button but I'll be the human button for today. Happy Tuesday, Delilah mods and chat. Love to you, Betty, and everyone else. Aw, thank you, Melanie.
Pause
That's
it when you
super
get a chance.
sweet. And Kimberly, thank you so very much for that super sticker.
Wait a minute. Outer Banks is the one that just gifted those memberships in Betty's chat. Outer Banks was in your chat earlier, not long ago, saying, "Can we please not talk about Betty?" And then this Tracy woman appears on your panel talking about why we're speaking to Betty feeding her dog Taco Bell.
Oh my God. Can someone please tell this lady there's billions of people on YouTube, billions. Queen Bee has 20 something thousand subscribers. Betty has 30,000 subscribers. The community, each person covering Sebastian Rogers all has 20, 30,000 subscribers. Are you worried that your detective skills, now I know why you support Queen Bee, because you're a fucking idiot. So you've put together this conspiracy that Tracy must be this guy, because this guy is not allowed to support Betty because he or she was in Queen Bee's chat. Do they not hear themselves? This is the craziest shit I've ever fucking heard. Subs, do not ever go support Betty. If I was a Queen Bee sub, I swear I would go give Betty a super chat just so they would mention me. Like, why are you watching that closely? Why do you even know who the fuck every single person in Queen Bee's chat is? She gets 1,000 people every live. How do you know every fucking person that's in her chat? And why are you calling out people in her chat? And Queen Bee, why are you allowing it? It's fucking gross.
Tracy, are you Outer Banks?
Tracy?
Tracy? You thought you was slick. See, I was reading the chat for a reason, you psycho.
Exposed.
Yeah, she was in here not long before she came up, said in your chat, "Can we not talk about Betty?" And then bam, Tracy appears. And now Betty's over there talking about Outer Banks gifting memberships to Betty. Tracy, get out of here.
Busted. Uh-oh. Exposed. Tracy, who even are you?
Mm-hmm.
There's only one thing more ridiculous than their theory is Queen Bee trying to do a Southern accent. Queen Bee, please stop. You sound so bad.
Who even are you?
Outer Banks, Tracy, are you still here? I know that link is still pinned.
My God.
And you were not very smart at this. But then you want to know our opinions on something? Get out of here.
Good Lord.
Yep. Okay, I just had to bring that up because when she said Outer Banks gifted memberships, I'm like, wait a minute. I just saw that name in your chat. Crazy bitch.
Look out.
Come back, Tracy. Come back.
Melanie, thank you for gifting 10 memberships, love. I appreciate that. She tried to do our whole little spiel on shit. Rocky Lennon to the $2 super sticker.
Well, since they call out subs, I'll call out a sub. Melanie, you are fucking vile. The person that just super chatted, you are fucking vile. Absolutely vile. You support this crap. You deserve to be shit on. Literally.
sticker. Please play 110 on BHB Living live stream. Okay, we'll go check it out. See 110. Okay. Petty AF says, have some more foreign money, Queen. Doesn't matter where I live. Respect is earned. Don't come here speaking for BHB. We protect the Hive, period. That's right, baby. That's right. And check this out. Money's money. No matter where it comes from. We do not discriminate, okay?
Yeah,
Happy Life. Triggered by Truth Team. Harley
Tracy
says,
Slouser Banks, I expect you up on Betty's panel. You said you was going to.
look, Harley says here, have some British.
Hartley, you're fucking disgusting. Absolutely fucking disgusting. You would support this trash. I am not shocked at all. Not at all. Brittany, I don't know why anybody's afraid of her. She's a fucking low-life drug addict. A low-life drug addict criminal. Nobody should be afraid of her. She's a fucking joke.
Pounds because I'm not from the US. Chaos member for 22 months. Please, Sumner County, please arrest her. God, that would be great, wouldn't it? Trina Dickerson.
You know what's funny though? All of these people are over the age of like 50 and they're all completely throwing super chats at her after what just happened. Wow. Just wow.
Member for 19 months. I love your channel, Queen Bee. Denise, let's see. Olis, aka with a Texas soul. Member for 21 months. Hey, hey, all. And Hartley member for 13 months. British member, yeah. Laugh my ass off. The fucking nerve. Oh, I know. I couldn't believe that. Go back to your own country, she said.
Is
That
this
was
third party communication, Betty? I have questions now, you sneaky bitch.
Mount Treasures member for 5 months. I was like, damn, is that Sonya? Can we not talk about Betty? I watch everybody.
And I will be going up on everybody else's panel also. I just started with Queen.
Irish Eyes, good on you, Petty. We love Queen always. Always have her back. Thank you, love. Melanie says, who are you people? Who even are you? Who even are you? Charm says here, be Tim, get the Crocs, honey. Be Tim, grab the Crocs. Be Tim's at work. He don't even know what's going on right now. Charms Queen, what is happening on here on this day? Girl, it was a mess. Petty came in like a wrecking ball and said, we ain't having this shit. Hell no. Put a stop to him right now.
But it's okay, Tracy. We know who you are.
Can someone tell me why you would super chat Queen Bee and say that when Queen Bee was just as fucking ignorant? That's the part I'm not getting. She was just as ignorant with her comments about autism, and here you are super chatting it. Tell me how that is logical in any which way, shape, or form.
Purple Dragon Shill. Dear Tracy, I'm autistic, married, and mom.
The BS. That tells me a couple things. As quickly as they turned around and put a kibosh on it, it sounds like they know exactly what happened. That's just the first and foremost of my assessments on how quickly that statement came out. So it doesn't seem like they're going to be catfished or railroaded anymore. It sounds like Sumner County had some truth serum provided to them.
Sounds like Nick Barris did too, and you guys were not happy about it.
Did she just say that Sumner County has had some truth serum handed to them?
Yep.
Oh God.
I said, well, if that's the case, then Nick Barris had some too, and y'all did not like it. Uh-huh.
So I can be Delilah's bodyguard. Aw, thank you, Gypsy. Thank you. Yeah, she's fine. And the funny thing is these people know that the real Me Too bought me a car seat for the dog. I mean, it was literally, you could see right as I was driving. I went back. Well, actually, let me find the video. Hold on. Let me just show you.
See, but that's why I give credit to clip channels. I couldn't watch this every day. And I definitely can listen to B Tim. But this is who Queen Bee is when she doesn't have intelligent people on her panel. And again, I'm not saying B Tim's that intelligent, but compared to her, Granny, and Jay, yeah, B Tim looks like a fucking scholar. But this is how she is when she doesn't have people on her. She doesn't have people speaking for her. When she doesn't have voices and she doesn't have B Tim. This is the real Queen Bee. This is who all these people fucking support.
Let me just show you how stupid these people are. And
Make
you guys
sure you
know
show where
I
your
do
video or where your
not,
live feed flies off your
and I
windshield, you
repeat,
idiot. She's gonna go back and show us the car seat, but make sure you show the part where you pick Delilah up, your camera goes flinging all across your car, and everybody got whiplash. Show that part too.
Unscrupulous blank screen.
Oh gosh, he missed it. I think he just got here. He said,
Oh shit! You better rewind. What you doing, Clue? How you doing today? Emerald Smiley going to the vigil. Clue. Remember shipwreck here in Florida. Slimy's not too far from it. I don't know. To be honest, I think they're all supposed to be going. It already got busted out that I'm going, so.
"Are you really?"
What?
I said, "Are you really going?"
do not.
I ain't gonna tell you that.
Okay.
What would you do if I just showed up there and turned on my camera? What would y'all do? What
Nothing.
would you do? You're like, oh shit.
Oh, Betty be real quick on 911.
Lady,
Why? They said
she
everybody's
ignores
welcome.
everything you say.
You know she likes to call the police on herself. That's how she got arrested the last time.
I've had enough torture for one day. But does anybody know, while I close this out, what happened with Jay last night? Because somebody posted a video. I don't remember who, either Chronicles or Clip Punk. Someone posted a video where Voices was going off on Jay or something and saying what Jay did last night was wrong, but I guess the video's gone. Does anyone know? So while you guys let me know who knows, you got my point, and you see why I got so aggravated and so like, wow. Jay went after Nana for why though? Let me show you guys the video. that I saw that I was like, oh, now I want to know what happened. Hold on. Nope, history. Ah. Yeah, I heard it. Yeah, it was Clip Punk. Well,
creator go after you like that, especially that creator. I've had that done to me by that creator before. And she has a mouth on her, and she's venomous. And Nana didn't deserve that either. For somebody with 100,000 subscribers and a play button, that was bullshit. That was bullshit. Guaranteed that could cost you your play button if it was reported to YouTube for what you did from your panel last night. Guaranteed. My community partner manager was very eager to take a look at it. So, just keep playing out here, fuckers. Just keep playing. Doesn't matter if it is or if it isn't. Some of us already got links. Some of us already got screen recordings, Lacey Ann.
well, there goes my monetization. Yeah, I just have to delete out the song.
Having a creator go after you like that, especially that.
Clip channels, don't put music that dings us. It's not fair. See, Bad Wolf, I was thinking the same thing. I have 21,000 subs. I don't have a community partner. Molly had 85,000 subs and she couldn't get a hold of anybody. But she's got 2,000 subs with a community partner. Come on. Yeah, I said the same thing, Bad Wolf. All right. What'd I do? All right. You said Brittany's community post. Hold on. Oh. Allegedly. Brittany. Sorry. Posts. Oh, the video? The video? Where do you see nonsense calling the police? Ah, here it is. This one? I'm on her community post. This is Brittany's community post. Posts. Is it on her other channel? Okay. What's the name of the other channel? Brittany. All right, I'm going to address this once and I'm done. I had zero knowledge of the comment that Penny Monroe made until someone commented on my community post about 45 minutes ago. It took the better part of 30 minutes to track the comment down, which is true. If I saw that comment, it would have been deleted immediately. I don't know what Penny said. Regardless of how I feel about the situation, I don't agree with ever labeling someone such an awful name. I have been made aware that nonsense is calling my local police. To that I say, do whatever it is you need to do. I'm a human and I don't see everything 24/7. If we're holding people accountable for comments made by people that we don't even know, everyone is in trouble then. What the fuck? What did Penny say? And I don't think that was Penny. Penny doesn't talk like that. And I don't even know what she said, but does anyone know what she said? Yeah, why are you calling the fucking police nonsense? Yeah, but I guess Penny or a troller Penny said something. Yeah, Tracy did nothing wrong, Grandma Rose. Nothing at all. Or maybe nonsense created a troll to be able to do that and call the police. What could she have possibly said that warranted police action? Because she labeled someone, she didn't threaten anyone. That's it? That's the whole thing? That's what she's calling the police over. Are you fucking kidding me? These bitches are so fucking weak. Because that's what I'm saying. I could see, like, if she threatened to blow up somewhere where she's going to call the police. But do you know how fucking stupid nonsense is going to look? Oh, someone in someone's chat called me a name. Really? Really nonsense? You're that fucking weak. That's fucking crazy. I'm sorry, but that's beyond crazy. And even if she did do it, that's her opinion. Exactly. Queen Bee called fucking Capone a pedo. The only person that flipped out was me and Capone. Brittany is asked to be left alone. I believe Brittany would stop responding immediately if they would stop. Yeah, but she needs to stop regardless. I told her that too. She has to be the one to stop. Otherwise, it's never going to end. And they feed off the fact that she doesn't. Oh, we do know how hard that is. But I did want to see this video that she posted. Hold on. Oh, Chronicles. Yeah, and then deny it was ever said. Well, don't say that, Amanda, because that got me in trouble. I guess this is part of last night.
Us YouTubers have had more compassion than you have about your stepson.
No.
Yeah, you sure as fuck do act like a child, you little man baby, in your little fucking Carhartt painter jeans that are what? What do you wear, Chris Proudfoot? A 40-28? Short little shithead. Swinger vibes. Yeah. Look at her dress though, like risque, Miss Bowersocks. That is risque. I wonder what your son thinks of you exposing. Girl, he said Urban Dictionary. I looked up Chris Proudfoot in the Urban Dictionary and I saw a big chunk of hot steaming shit sitting on a sidewalk.
No.
Okay. So do you guys still think that was a 78-year-old with dementia that called into Crime Stories Obsessed? I don't. It's this fucking clown. It's this fucking clown. And he called in and acted like, oh, I wouldn't call anybody. And I saw him in Georgia. And I'll tell you right the fuck now. They need to see if this guy's fucking around. The cops.
So let me get this straight. All right, let me just get this straight. So Jay is so shady, which I have said from day one, but she's so fucking shady that she pretended to like Queen Bee and Granny to go on her panel and pretend that she liked them so she can get their subs. And now she turns against the Proudfoots, which is the exact opposite of what Queen Bee stands for. Am I missing something here? Because that's what I'm seeing. Blatantly obvious that she used the fuck out of the two of them to gain subs. And here she is bashing the very people that she says that Queen Bee supports. Interesting.
Investigators. Because that was not an old lady. That was not an old lady in a nursing home with a grandson that says she needs to stop watching true crime. It was the Proudfoots.
Swinging that. Do you go eat mustard and biscuits?
If they ain't that, in mustard taters. That's all you get too.
Oh my God.
You put mustard on potatoes?
Taters, yeah.
I'm going to try that.
Oh, it's good. It's good.
One of the audience.
Pick one of them right up there and get you right at the same time.
Okay, I'm really disturbed. I know you guys are saying this is about the movie Sling Blade, which I've never seen, but I just looked up the story. I am sick. Sling Blade opens on the day that Carl Childers, Billy Bob Thornton, a developmentally challenged man, is released from an asylum for the criminally insane 25 years after unaliving his mother and her lover with a sling blade. A scythe-like tool that Carl prefers to call a Kaiser blade. A developmentally challenged man is released from an asylum after unaliving his mother and father. What? Girl!
God, she's fucking annoying. Yeah, she was hyper Annie Chris Proudfoot. Now she's Granny's housemaid, helping sneak the silverware out. Then quits work. Yep. I can't stand her, period. Never could. Hey, Narcos. I don't know why everybody thinks Queen Bee runs these streets. She never ran my fucking street. But I know what you're saying. But it's crazy. And I do know why she goes after Granny. I said it. I said it on my last a couple of lives ago. That she goes, not Granny, that she goes after Brittany for a very simple reason, that she got busted with Brittany's kid. So she had to turn it around and make it out that she has done nothing wrong. And that, she wanted everyone to go after Britney to forget what she actually did. That's how this whole thing started with Britney. And Granny's Watching has had a thing with Britney forever. But, I even, like, when I turned on YouTube today, I was like, you cannot turn on YouTube without seeing Britney, Betty, Karen Reed, and Sebastian Rogers. I'm like, guys, there's more to life. I promise. Triad of trash, 100%. And it's funny, too, because when Queen Bee was like, oh, you watch this one, and this one, I'm like, I don't think any of them even graduated from high school. I think together, their intelligence level, and most of them are potheads, their intelligent level doesn't even match Britney. And Britney's not like the brightest, but all of them together and their fucking stoner can't even think straight. It's sad. I'm not saying don't follow the Karen Reed case. I'm just saying you can't fucking I have to actually search through stuff. I'm like, oh my God, do these people, and the sad part is they have big platforms, talk about other things. That's why you have a bigger platform. You get a lot of people in your life. How about talk about something more productive? I don't think Britney's dumb. I used to like Britney. I told you guys that. I don't have anything against her. Nonsense acts like she doesn't watch B, yet she's calling out Britney for what to say. No, she was actually calling out Britney prior. Nonsense actually was the first one to call Britney out. So that you can't say is because of B. Other people just kind of jumped in her calling her out. Because she did. She was the first. Besides Granny. But she, Nonsense found a way to make money. Oh, if I call out Britney, I'm going to make money. It has changed her, Joy. My whole thing, this is a personal thing. I don't like the whole God will save you and blah, blah, blah. I'm sorry. I can't listen to someone that preaches like that. I just can't. Because God ain't saving you from all these damn bullies. Yeah, Nonsense has never made money like this on YouTube, ever. And shout out to Clip Punk, who keeps calling out Wispy. Love it. Love it, love it. And I told Brittany, I've been where you are. I had so many channels fucking coming at me at once. I get it. I feel bad for her. I know where she's at. And it is a money grab on all ends. Like there was somebody on her channel yesterday or the other day. I think it was late last night or the other night, really late. And she's like, God will save you and God this and God. I'm like, oh my God, I can't. It's okay if you believe in God. But stop preaching it like, your whole world's going to be saved. They make money at it. Look how much they've grown their channels on it. But like I said earlier, every single one of them is part of the problem. Not one of them is better than another. Queen Bee's people think, oh, we're so much better. They cover the same shit Betty does. They're all fucking supporting it. And they're all doing it for money. Not one of them isn't. It's fucking gross. I try to forget about it too, Amanda. But I see these people that support the Hive. You're fucking gross. Absolutely gross. Yeah, I heard somebody say that um that the police or something don't believe that he's alive. Something like that, and I have to agree with it. I don't think he's still alive, unfortunately. I think there would have been a sighting or something. But notice how all these people just completely forgot about Summer Wells. What happened to poor Summer? Y'all moved on, right, Dolly? You haven't talked about Summer in forever. She's no longer your bread and butter. So let's move on. Sebastian, who is my bread and butter? I do get a figure. I'm telling you, I forgot what she was saying, but I was getting nauseous listening to her. Not Brittany, this girl that was on her panel. I was like, oh my God, stop with the fucking religion. Like I said, unless every single Christian creator has been a fraud. Except what's her name? Plunder. But I can't listen to her either. But I think Queen Bee needs some Jesus in her life. But I'm going to get off because I am starving. I didn't expect to be on almost 3 hours. But I'm starving like Marvin, and I got to get some candle orders ready. But I forgot to put the sale up, but I'm going to do it tonight. I've been dealing with Chinese manufacturers. Oh my God, I want to blow my fucking head off. So, but I'm going to do it tonight, and I will let you guys know tomorrow. But again, don't forget, energycandles.com. Rockstar candles are a great price at $20. Those won't be on sale. So if you want to get a Rockstar candle, it's time to do it. I just ordered a whole bunch of more stuff this morning. I ordered another 88 pounds of wax. My good wax is in. I ordered more wicks. I ordered a whole bunch of shit. So that's it. All right. I will see you beautiful people tomorrow. And I'm glad I got this off my chest. And I'm sorry for like the last second live, but I was listening to it and I was just getting so fucking mad. I was like, oh my God, I want to scream. Absolutely fucking scream. Listening to this. And I was like, I couldn't wait 2 hours to go live. I was like, fuck it. I'm just going to do it right now. So, and then Dayton snuck in and snuck out. So I guess I'm not doing my pantry tonight, but that's okay. I'll do it tomorrow. All right. I will see you beautiful people later. Have a wonderful night. I'm starving. We should watch Katy P interview. What? She has another one? Is it a new one? Is it a new interview? Who was it with? I didn't know she had a new interview. I'm not doing it tonight, though. I gotta go eat something. Starving. Answer me, woman. Katie P interview. Oh, duh. Like it's gonna come up KDP. We're going to bring them home. Oh, it's tomorrow at 6? Yeah, we can do that. All right. 1 year ago, 15-year-old Sebastian. All right, hold on. Last week, private investigator hired by the Proudfoot said that a video could help break the case in the continued search for Sebastian. Teen with autism went missing from his mom's Henderson home. Oh, that's why they're doing it tomorrow. I get it. At 6 p.m., you'll hear their response to questions like, why do you think Sebastian is still missing? And more along with their hope, they're clinging to their message to the public as they vow to never give up search for their missing son. Now, it looks like tomorrow, Wednesday, 6 o'clock.
News to bring you. We have new video that the family of Sebastian Rogers and a private investigator helping them with his cause believe could be significant in the search for this missing 16-year-old. Our Holly Thompson first broke the story at 3 o'clock and asked the private investigator why he believes this is so significant.
The private investigator is helping Katie and Chris Proudfoot search for their son, Sebastian Rogers, who vanished so far without a trace from his home. That was almost a year ago. The family hired Steve Fisher late last year to take on Sebastian's case. Now, Steve says the video they're focused on now could be a break in the case. He says if you look closely, it shows a person in dark clothing in Sebastian's neighborhood right around 12:17 a.m., the night Sebastian disappeared. He says that person appears to hide behind a car when someone walks the dog nearby. Then that person takes off in the opposite direction. I asked Steve how significant this video is, video the public has never seen.
So what we found, we went through over 100 hours of surveillance, and it wasn't until the third pass through the surveillance that we even spotted this person. Is this person accounted for? Does law enforcement know who this individual is? Do they even know about this person in the video? And if they do, have they accounted for who that is?
Steve told us the TBI also had a copy of this video. We reached out to them asking why they never released it. Now, there is still an active Amber Alert out for Sebastian. Hundreds of hours have been pouring into finding him. Ground searches, drone mapping, the use of scent dogs, and the scouring of surveillance video. So what's next in the search? I asked Steve that question, and you can see where he says they will soon focus their search in the WSMV4 News app. The family did sit down with me one-on-one. I'll have that full story for you on the day 1 year ago that Sebastian went missing. That's Wednesday, February 26th.
When he was a teenager.
Chris looks better. She looks worse. Hey, Vanessa. Interesting. Yeah, I'll definitely air it tomorrow. It should be good. Did anyone watch the Louis
As he puts it.
Mangione special on HBO? It's actually really good. This guy reminded me of him.
Little or no money.
All right, I'm going to eat. I will see you beautiful people tomorrow. Tomorrow will be another early night because if they're airing it at 6, we got to run it at 6. All right, I will see you guys later. Have a wonderful night. Peace. And thank you, Bear Wolf.